We are here today to announce that the Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office has filed the following charges resulting from an incident that occurred May 16, 2018. On May 16, 2018, the Rockford Police Department responded to 215 Royal Avenue after a report of a shooting. Officers arrived and a female victim was identified as Desiree Weir Stevens. She suffered a gunshot wound to the head. She was taken to Rockford Memorial Hospital where she was later pronounced deceased. An autopsy was conducted and the following investigation resulted in charges being filed against Matthew L. Cavender, date of birth April 20th of 2000. Cavender was recently indicted by the Winnebago County Grand Jury and faces the following charges: 12 counts of first-degree murder. First-degree murder is punishable by a sentence of 20 to 60 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years of supervised mandatory release. He is also charged with 4 counts of aggravated discharge of a firearm. That is a Class 1 felony punishable by 4 to 15 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years of supervised mandatory release. Cavender, in addition, is charged with 3 counts of mob action, which is a Class 4 felony punishable by 1 to 3 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 1 year mandatory supervised release. And he is also charged with having a firearm without a firearm owner's identification card. These charges are merely allegations, and the defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Cavender is being held in the Winnebago County Jail on a bond of $1 million. He is to be in bond court, courtroom B, this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. The Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office would like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of the Rockford Police Department. It is their investigative efforts that have brought us to this resolution and filing of the criminal charges. This collaborative effort of law enforcement, the State's Attorney's Office, and citizens of Winnebago County has allowed us to continue to keep our communities safe. If anyone has information on any open investigations, I would encourage you to contact your local law enforcement officer. We are always working on these investigations, but we need your assistance. To stop the violence, we need to break the silence. At this time, I would like to ask Chief O'Shea to step up and make some comments.
Good morning. I'd like to thank the State's Attorney's Office for working with us seamlessly as usual. In this case, the detectives worked obviously very hard on getting resolution. The biggest component of this entire investigation, though, comes back to community members speaking with the police. It's something we talk about all the time. We cannot do it alone. We need citizens, community members, residents to all step up and be part of the solution. And in this particular case, they did. And I want to commend them. There's many individuals involved, but it's citizen input and talking with the detectives that helps us solve these kind of crimes. We still have many unsolved homicides out there. We're always looking for people to contact us anonymously, Crime Stoppers, Facebook, call my office. We're always looking for people to cooperate with us. And when we get the cooperation, we resolve cases such as this. So I really commend the citizens and the detectives for their hard work. Thanks.
Are there any questions? Yes.
Marilyn, I'm still the most experienced, so I'll go first if that's okay.
That's fine.
What precipitated this situation?
The circumstances surrounding the charges will be litigated in court during the criminal proceedings. At this time, we are not at liberty to comment on those.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I think I missed it. What was the address of where the crime happened again?
It happened in the area of 215 Royal Avenue in Rockford.
Was Desiree Desiree the intended target?
No comment. Any other questions?
Any relationship between the two could be commented on?
I can tell you that the suspect, Mr. Cavender and Desiree Stevens, were acquaintances and were familiar with each other.
Chief O'Shea, you talked about the community involvement in this one. Can you go into a little bit more what kind of information, or very briefly what kind of information they gave, and what your plea to them is in future cases? Like you said, there's others that are unsolved.
Right, and I can't go into specifics for this case, obviously, but in general, when people witness incidents or receive information from friends and associates about what happened during an incident, that's what we're looking for. We're always looking for even the smallest amount of information that sometimes people don't think is important, but if they relay that to us, get that to us, it helps the investigators build cases, because if we get 100 people giving us a little bit of information, we can build a case. It might not be the smoking gun per se, the one critical piece, but we build cases off of everybody cooperating with us and giving whatever they know about an incident or whatever they hear about an incident. And that's our, continues to be our plea. That's what makes these cases come to, fruition, is we can't do it alone. And it's working. We're getting a lot of traction here in the county, in the city, in the region, if you will. And I just plead for people to continue to do more and keep stepping up and calling us.
I see one of his charges is mob action. Is it solely gang-related, or is there domestic violence involved in it at all?
This case does not involve domestic violence. I cannot comment on anything regarding gangs at this time. But I would just like to echo what Chief O'Shea said. We are always looking for individuals to help us. It's a collaborative effort, and we need your assistance in solving these cases. Everyone out there has information that they can share with the police department so that we can work on those other open investigations and to help those families come to a point of closure.
I'm sorry, perhaps you said this and I missed it. Is he in jail?
He is in the Winnebago County Jail on $1 million bond. He will be presented this afternoon at 1:30 in courtroom B.